Good morning, my dear church family. This is your pastor. I so love you and I thank God for you and I pray for you all of the time. I wanted today to break in and to share my heart with you relative to the times that we are currently living in. As you know by now, we have just had a most unusual election, presidential election. And I assume that for most of you, it did not turn out the way you desired. But as I look at the fallout of the election, the enemy has released an unprecedented fear upon the land in the United States of America. A place of liberty has now become a place of emotional and psychological torment and bondage. And I sense that this anxiety and this fear is even running through certain aspects of our church family. And as your pastor, it's my responsibility to speak to these things, to bring a sense of balance and calm and spiritual perspective. It matters not what happens with the world and its system. We should participate as citizens of the United States of America, but we must never forget that we are ultimately citizens of the kingdom of God, and that God has made certain promises to make certain provision and to provide definite protection for his own. So even though it did not necessarily turn out the way we might have desired, we can yet put our heads on the pillow at night knowing that we are safe in the arms of Jesus Christ. God always takes whatever the circumstances are and he makes them to work for our good. So release that spirit of fear, release that spirit of torment, and rely on the fact that God has never, ever let you down. God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. I want to read something for you. In Psalm 91, the 91st Psalm, verses 1 through 7, it says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee." I need you to make the declaration today out of your own mouth. I belong to God, and He fights my battles. When we put our total faith and confidence in Him, God will take even that which man meant for our harm, and He will use it for our good. Just ask Joseph. There's nothing that escapes the mind of God, the consciousness of God. If God allows it, God has a plan for His own in the midst of it. So shake that spirit of fear off and know that God is working things out for you. It wasn't long after that election that I put my head on the pillow and I went to sleep, because my trust is in Him. And I know that He will take care of me, and I know that He will take care of you. I've been praying for you. I've been praying about this situation, and I already know that it is well. Relax your mind, relax yourself, and trust the sovereignty of God.